All right, good morning, everyone. How are you? Nice to see you all. My name is Steve. Welcome to Saturday morning yoga. If you're new to class, welcome. If you're old to class, welcome. If you're old in general, welcome. This should not be painful, everybody. I want you to feel good about yourselves and feel good with what you're doing. So pain is bad, okay? So if there's something you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. If there's something that doesn't feel right, go ahead and stop doing it. If there's something I don't do that you want to do, go ahead and do it. It's your class. I'm just here to kind of give you some guidelines that maybe you want to follow and do some stuff for yourself. But there are no rules. You cannot do anything wrong this morning. Unless something feels painful. And if something is painful, then stop doing that, okay? This morning we're going to do something a little bit different. It's not crazy or anything like that. Like for you guys that have come to class the last few weeks with me here, which by the way, I love you guys, you're the best. We do some flow and we do like a sequence that's usually pretty high intensity. Today we're going to do something called like restorative yoga. So it's the same stretching that we always do, it's just you hold it a little bit longer. And that's what yoga is. Like, I used to think that yoga was get into that pose and then you did yoga. Yoga is get into that pose and then stretch in that pose, because that's where the results are, that's where the work is. So this is a little bit slower and it's a little bit longer, but I'll try to make it interesting. And if you nod off, that's cool. Nap time is all good. So when you're ready, just roll right down on your backs and get nice and comfortable.
Feel better already.
Right, there we go. And we're good. So if being flat on your back, that sounds terrible already. If being flat on your mat doesn't feel good and you need another mat, we have them in the closet. I will grab you one if you want to double pad it up. Go for it. And then all you have to do right now is let stuff start to melt down into your mat. And we're going to start to slow down our breath. So nice, big inhale. Fill up your chest and lungs. And it's okay to hear your breath. It's okay to hear your neighbor's breath. Now, nice, deep exhale. Really press all that air out and feel your stomach drop into itself. Try to get your stomach and your navel deep inside you as you exhale. Inhale, fill up your chest and lungs. Feel your chest and stomach rise. Exhale. Press all that air out. So right now there's no hurry and there's no rush. All you have to do is breathe. And as you exhale, just think about what can you soften? What can you let go of? Where are you holding tension? In your forehead, in your shoulders, in your stomach, your hips. Just exhale into that space. The goal of your breath, everybody, is if something is tight, to let it soften. So just breathe. And now, in addition to letting the physical soften, let the mental soften. If there's something you're holding on to mentally that's not going to serve you right now, don't hold on to it. Exhale those thoughts right out. Stay here for just another minute or two, just breathing deeply. And then in just a moment, we'll start to move together. So just breathe. On that next deep exhale, start to just roll your neck side to side, chin coming down toward each shoulder. And then arms are going to reach above your head, fingertips touch. Imagine you're trying to touch those back mirrors. Toes come to touch in front of you. Reach the front mirrors and just stretch nice and deeply from your center, like I'm pulling on your hands and on your feet. If you knock into someone's toes or a bag or a water bottle, it's no big deal. Don't worry about it. Bring those arms back down by your side. And now this is going to be super little movement, everybody. So I'm just looking for little motion, a little bit of motion. So don't think it has to be big, okay? Lift your back up just a little bit so it makes a small bridge right underneath you, like you could stick your hand right behind your back. Just a little bridge. And now press your back super flat into your mat. Maybe you curve out your spine and torso just a little bit. Curve it back up, make your tiny little bridge in your lower back. And now nice and flat. One more time, tiny little bridge, lift up your stomach. And then press it nice and flat into your mat. Good, now just let it be nice and neutral. And now your hips, so focus on your hips for just a second. Take one hip and try to press it down to your mat on one side. And then take that hip on the other side and press it down. So it's a nice rocking motion, side to side, just moving at your hips. You're gonna engage your legs a little bit to kind of be your like pivot point to press to each side, but just side to side, nice and easy. And then nice flat neutral spine, everything feels really loose, and then pull that right knee into your chest. Roll out that ankle, point and flex your toes, stretch out your toes, create space in between all of those toes. And then switch it out. Left knee will pull in, right leg goes out. Same thing, point and flex your toes, roll out that ankle, make space between your toes. And now pull your right knee in to meet it. You can cross right there at the ankles if you want. And make nice little circles on that low and mid back, pulling your knees in toward you and pressing them away. So they can be big circles, they can be little circles, but pull your knees in and press them away like you're making circles on the ceiling. And then reverse it, take it the other way. Both knees will pull back into your chest. Reach between those knees, grab your two big toes. Let's do happy baby. So separate everything. Knees going down toward the floor in that direction. Press your lower tailbone into your mat. You can rock side to side. You can pull your legs super straight if you want that. Go for what feels good. Breathe. So now I want you to keep your feet in the sky. Bring the soles of the feet to touch each other, still up there above you. All your fingers are going to wrap around all your toes, and now sink your heels down toward you. So basically we're doing that hip opener we do when we're seated. Your legs and heels and feet are just in the sky. Breathe. Remember, pain is bad. Back off from anything that doesn't feel good for you. When you're ready, and feel free to stay in something as long as you want, bring those feet down to your mat. Soles of the feet are on the floor, and now continue that hip opener. Let those knees open to either side like a book. Go back to those nice big inhales, nice deep exhales. We're gonna stay here for a few minutes. So if you have tight hips or anything feels constricted, here's where you want your breath to be really deep. Just be patient with it and breathe. Your arms can be resting on your stomach and on your heart to connect your breath to your heart if you want to do that. You can take your arms out to the side. You can make cactus arms. Your arms can reach up above your head. Whatever you feel like. Just stay where you are and keep breathing. Few more rounds of breath all on your own, and then we're going to start to move again. And I know the mind wanders. I know it goes to, oh my God, when are we going to move on to the next one? Just think about it this way. This is time that you don't have to do anything else but this. The rest of the day probably, maybe will be a little bit busier. So just allow yourself this time right now just to not have it be like that. On the next deep exhale, if this was really intense for you, take your hands, help scoop those legs back up so your knees touch, soles of the feet are back on your mat. And now we're going to do some windshield wipers, everybody. Drop those knees side to side. Try to get both knees as close down to the floor as you can on each side. Back and forth. Nice. And you can change this into accordion if you want to by taking one knee and letting it lead and have the other one follow. Up to you. When both of those knees are headed back over to the right, let them come all the way down to the floor on the right. So knees are pointing to the right, that's your lower body twist. If you want to add in a little bit of upper body twist, take your head and look over to the left. Breathe. Now, if this is okay and you want a little bit more, I'm going to say this super slow because I want you to hear the words so you can connect your brain to the words. Because trust me, it's hard to do for myself included. So think about your right foot. Okay, we got it? Right foot.
If you want to bring that right foot out and stack it on top of that left knee, so right foot out from under that left knee and on top, you'll feel that left hip rotate just a little bit more up to the ceiling. If it's too much, don't do it. With every exhale, what can you soften? What can you loosen a little bit more? If you went for that variation with your right foot, slide that right foot back down underneath. Take your time. Both knees are going to come up into the sky. Soles of the feet on the floor, and then take both of those knees all the way over to the left. Same thing on this side. Head can look over to the right if you want that upper body twist. And now that left foot, so think about your left foot, can come out from underneath and stack on top of that right knee. So left foot on top of right knee if you want to. Slide that left foot back down if you went for that variation. Soles of the feet come back onto your mat. Knees are in the sky again. Right knee is going to pull into your chest. Left leg goes straight out, but don't let it touch the floor. Keep that left leg hovering right above the floor. And just hold. Toes can be pointing toward the mirrors, or toes can be pointing straight up to the ceiling, or you can go back and forth between the two. And then switch it out. Left knee pulls in, right leg hovers right above the floor. Stretch that leg out. One more time each side. Left side out. One more time, right side out. Pull both knees back into your chest again. If you want to make those circles like we did before, go ahead and do that. And now both feet come back onto the floor, and you're going to roll onto your right side in a fetal position, pulling your knees into your chest. Your hands can make a pillow. If you have a towel, that can be a pillow, or a block or anything like that. So just curl yourself up into a little ball.
So a lot of restorative yoga is for the physical, but it's a nice time to do some work on the mental as well. This is one of my favorite things to offer to the class in this pose. So this is our original state, everybody. This is how we all started. So at that original state before this thing called life happened to us, right now, give yourself some of your own positive self-talk. It's just for you. No one has to know what it is. But remind yourself of what matters to you, the things you like about yourself, how grateful you are, the things that you're lucky for, the things that you look forward to, anything like that. Sometimes it's nice to be reminded of your own value. And if you have a hard time with it, I can tell you, you all mean a lot to me. I value you very much. I look forward to seeing you every week. So if you can't do it for yourself, know that you matter to me. Just stay right here, think of those thoughts, and breathe. Nice big inhale. Exhale. So I want you to think about keeping your knees and your legs and your feet right where they are. Just take that upper body and open that left side up to the left. So just try to twist that upper body, that shoulder, that arm all the way open. Head can look over to the left as well. So your upper body is going over to the left. Now take your time in doing this. You're going to roll over your lower back and your tailbone. So take your time. Bring the lower part of yourself over to the left as well. Fetal position on the left side. Pull your knees into your chest. Curl yourself up into that little ball. And then go back to some of those positive vibes about yourself. We tend to hear a lot about, from ourselves and other sources, the negative stuff or the bad stuff about us. Think about the good stuff. There's a lot more of that. Breathe. On your next exhale, keep those legs and those feet right where they are. Open up your upper body over to the right. Head looks over to the right. Same thing we did before. And then when you're ready, head will come back to the center first if you're twisting over to the right. Soles of the feet come back to the center, and then you're nice and flat on your back again on your mat. Take your time. Nice work, everybody. Left leg's gonna go straight out on your mat. Right knee's gonna pull into your chest. Now work on just pressing that right knee in toward you right now. Again, you can point and flex your toes, roll out that ankle. That always feels nice. And now take that right hand holding that right knee and open that right knee to the right. So you can use your elbow and make a kickstand if you want and hold your knee up in the sky. If you don't like how that feels, you can bring that leg all the way down to the floor. Up to you. And you can do both as well. So if you have a towel or a strap that you like to use, you can use that on this one, this next one, or you can just use your hand. So if you want to stretch that right leg straight out to the side on the right, I like to slide my hand behind my knee and make a brace for it, and then take that right leg straight out to the side on the right. You can point your toes, you can flex your heel, whatever you want. And then pull that right knee back into your chest. Both hands can go behind that knee on the right, so that right leg can go straight up into the sky. Really stretch that leg. Try to get it as straight as you can. And then nice flat foot like you're standing on the ceiling. And then point those toes straight up. Flat foot. Straight up. One more each. Flat foot.
and then straight up. Nice, everybody. Right knee pulls back into your chest. Left hand grabs that right knee and pulls that right knee across your body. Shoulder blades stay nice and flat. Don't twist with that. Keep those as flat as you can. And then just like we did on the right side, if you want to open that right leg straight out to the left, hand can go behind your knee and make a brace, and then open that right leg straight to the side. Beautiful. Modify anything that doesn't feel good for you. Breathe. Beautiful. Right knee pulls into your chest. Nice, everyone. Nice flat back. And then slowly switch out those legs. Left knee pulls in, right leg goes out. Right now, just work on pressing that left knee in toward your chest. Point and flex your toes, roll out that ankle. And then left hand holding onto that left knee, opens that left leg to the left. Make your brace with your elbow if you want, bring it down to the floor if you want. Nice work, yep. If you want to open it to the side, make that brace behind your knee and open that left leg straight to the side. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Left knee pulls into your chest. Right hand reaches over, grabs that left knee. Pull that knee across your body. Upper body and shoulders are nice and flat. Are we okay? Okay. Just making sure. And then take that left leg straight out to the side. Make your brace with that right hand. One side of the human body is always more flexible than the other, so don't worry about it if it's not the same. Beautiful, everybody. Really nice. Big inhale. Big exhale. Pull that left knee into your chest. And then both hands go behind that left knee so that left leg can go straight up into the sky. Nice flat foot like you're standing on the ceiling. And then point your toes. Flat foot. Point your toes. Flat foot. Point your toes. Nice, everyone. Pull that foot down to your floor. Both soles of the feet are on your mat again, so knees are in the sky. Go ahead and give me a round of windshield wipers just to reset that back side to side. Grab water if you need it. Both knees are going to meet in the sky. Feet are on your mat. Let's do pigeon on our back. So, right ankle is going to intersect that left knee. If that right knee is coming toward your forehead, try to open that knee to the mirror as much as you can on the front, okay? So keep that knee away from you as much as you can. And then if that's okay, both hands go behind that left knee. Left leg goes straight up into the sky. And there's the pigeon on your back. Nice, everybody. You can bring your head and shoulders up off your mat if you want, or you can stay nice and flat. Beautiful. Really nice. If you brought your head up, bring that head back down to your mat. Now bend that left leg back down again, okay? Hands go on top of that left knee, and now press that left knee into your chest. Very nice. Breathe. Left foot comes down on the floor. Uncross all of that. Nice, everyone. Left ankle intersects that right knee. Press that left knee away from you toward the mirrors. Both hands go behind that right knee. Right leg goes straight up into the sky. Beautiful. Head and shoulders come up if you want. Head and shoulders come down. Bend that right leg, hands go on top of that right knee, and then gently press that knee in toward you. Breathe. Right foot comes down to your mat. Left foot comes down to your mat. So we're going to either do modified bridge or you can go for the full-on bridge if you want. If you want modified bridge, all you do is take your fingertips down and find your heels, and then you just lift your hips up. Think about keeping your knees closer together versus letting them over to the side, because then you kind of lose part of your foundation. So if you want to do modified, that's that. If you want to do full-on bridge, slide your shoulders underneath your back, fingers interlace right there, and then press those hips up toward the ceiling as much as you want. Remember, pain is bad. There's no way this is wrong unless it feels wrong. Breathe. When you're ready, take your time and lower it down, full or modified. Exhale. We're going to do one more. When you're ready, inhale, go for the bridge you want. And just because you did it one way the first time doesn't mean you have to do it that same way this time. Lower down when you're ready, one vertebrae at a time. Feel your back melt into your mat. Nice. So that was bridge. We're going to do wheel next. Wheel, if you've never done it before, you don't have to do it right now. You can always do another bridge. I'll turn to the side if you want to try wheel and you've never done it before. So you start off the same way. Knees are close together. We've done this in here before, so I know some of you guys know. Knees stay closer together, because as soon as your knees start to open, you start to lose your foundation, so keep your knees together. I like to think that there's an orange right there that you're holding on to with your knees. The best way to explain the hands that I found is you just take your hands and press them straight up to the ceiling, and then just let them slide right behind you. Palms go nice and flat. First, you lift up to the crown of your head, and then you can keep pressing up. You can walk your feet back if you want. But again, you don't have to do it, and if something doesn't feel right, there's a good chance it's not. Breathe. Beautiful, everyone. It takes a lot of upper body strength, so don't judge yourself if you can't get it just yet. You will. When you're ready, take your time, crown of your head, and then come on down. Beautiful. Nice. So now we're going to do plow. So plow kind of can build off of that one. All you want to do is think about getting your legs straight up in the sky, and then they can fall behind you if you want. So pull your knees into your chest, and then arms are nice and flat on your mat. Use your arms to lift you up just a little bit. Then you can take your hands, press them there on the small of your back, And then you can take your legs straight up, and you can keep walking those hands up your back if you want. Toes can be nice and straight, or you can keep them flat. And then if you want to let them go, fear is an okay motivator, that's fine. Just let those legs start to come down behind you, over your head if you want. And if it gets too scary, just roll right back out of it. Beautiful. Yep, keep your hands right on your back as support and keep pressing into your back. That will help you come up a little bit higher. Beautiful. Right on. Nice, everyone. And then when you're ready, slowly melt down back to your mat. Get that one vertebrae at a time coming down. It'll feel really nice. Truly, everyone, those were beautiful. Really nice. When you come down to your mat, let everything just melt. Legs are going to go nice and straight. We're just going to return to that pose we started in, just to give our back and our body a moment to reset and be like, okay, we're all okay. When you're ready, reach those arms up nice and tall. Just like we did before, reach the back mirrors. Toes come to touch, reach the front mirrors. And now this is self-created, so just stay with me. Press your hips over to the left. Arms and legs stay nice and flat on the floor and curve over to the right like a banana, hence banana asana. Back up nice and tall again, reach to the front and back, and then hips press to the right, arms and legs curve over to the left. One more time up nice and tall, really stretch, lift up your chest if you want, anything that feels good, go for it. And then pull those knees back into your chest. And we're gonna rock forward and back. So build up a little momentum and then you're gonna come right up to a seated position. Yes. You can cross at your ankles if you like. That felt pretty good, yeah? Sometimes it's nice, you know, stretching can be slow. So sit up nice and tall. Try to get your back nice and flat. Lift up that chest if you can. If it's too painful, don't do it. Roll out your shoulders one at a time, both forward and back. And then add in that neck. Make your big circles. Nice, everybody. And then however you're seated, take a nice big inhale, reach those arms up nice and tall. Exhale, palms face the mirrors and just fold flat forward. Beautiful. Stretch those fingertips out as far as they can go. If your arms stay nice and straight, that's fine. If you want to bend at the elbows, that's fine too. Wherever you are, just let your head go. Release that tension in your neck. Beautiful. Walk your hands back to meet your knees. I think we're all seated the same way pretty much. Good. Hands are going to go right around the edge of your knees. We're going to do cat and cow right here, okay? So the same thing we do when we're on our knees, we're going to do cat and cow. So for your cow, bend your elbows, pull that chest forward and look up. That's where you inhale. There's your cow. Exhale, curve it back, chin to your chest, arms go straight. That's your cat. Inhale, cow. These can be as big or as little as you want. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Nice. Exhale, cat. One more. Exhale, cat. Nice, everyone. And then back up nice and tall. Inhale as those arms come up. Exhale, fold. Walk those fingertips further away if they can. Drop your head. And then just walk those hands over to the right. It can be a lot, it can be a little, up to you. Hands up to the top and then walk them over to the left. One more time up to the top. On your exhale, fold as deeply as you're gonna get. Walk your hands back to meet your knees. Right hand, so it's gonna either be your palm or your forearm goes over to the right. You can keep that arm nice and straight, or you can bend that elbow. So straight arm or bent elbow, reach up and over with the left. Try to keep those hips level. Beautiful. Very nice. Walk your hands in front. We're going over to the left. Same thing. Palm, full arm, or folded at your elbow. Reach up and over with the right. Good. Both hands are going to come up nice and tall one more time. Fingers are going to interlace and then flip those palms straight up. Good. Very nice. Let those hands go. Come down to your mat. Fingers interlace down here. Now knuckles can hit your mat if you like that, or roll them hands over. Nice. Roll those hands over. Nice flat palms. Press down. Bring your chin down to your chest. Let that go. Come up nice and tall. Left hand reaches over to your right knee, and just use this left hand to be your kind of pull. So give me a nice rotation and look behind you. Beautiful. Back is flat, chest is lifted. Nice, everybody. Right hand's gonna cross over and grab that left knee. Same thing, pull into that right hand. Look behind you on the left. Come back around to the front. A little bit more right here. So check in with yourself. Are you starting to do this? This is where we're at. Get that back flat, lift it up. Right arm out to your side. Pull it across, intersect. Roll out those wrists, open and close those hands, stretch out those fingers. Nice. Get that shoulder down if you can, okay? Easier said than done, I know. Grab that elbow here on the front, take it up and over. Try to get it to the center of your back. If that's not gonna happen, don't force it. It doesn't matter. Lift that chest up. Beautiful. Left arm's gonna go out to your side. Pull it across, intersect it. Same thing, fingers, wrists. Open and close your hands. Awesome. Elbow on the left, up and over, same thing.
Yep, breathe. Let that come undone. Arms are up nice and tall. Final time, you guys. Inhale, exhale. From here, if you want to walk your hands back just a little bit, you're going to come right up onto your knees and into your tabletop. Always take time to set up your foundation, because if you have a good foundation, you can build off of it, okay? So shoulders over elbows over wrists, 2 nice straight table legs right here on the front, and knees line up right with your hips, so they're right inside your shoulders there. We're just going to flip our wrists around so your fingers face you, forearms are going to face the mirrors. And then again, exhale, let your head be heavy. Just breathe. And then feel free to nod your head no, shake your head yes, look left and right, make your small circles. Whatever feels okay, just be gentle. Flip those wrists back around so now they go the way we're used to. And now let's do traditional cat and cow, everybody. Inhale, cow, look up. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. You guys got it. Exhale, cat. Do a bunch on your own, making it feel good for you. Hold one longer if you like. Whatever feels good. Beautiful. Try to get that navel up into your back. Make it a big, nice arch. When you're ready, we're going to meet in that nice, flat, neutral spine. Take that right arm out to your side. Give it some room to lift up, and then bring it down and through to the left. Thread that needle, and then bring your head, shoulder, ear down to your mat. If you can get any of those down to your mat, it's better than trying to hold your head up. And if that's too much for you, let me know. I can get you a block or another mat, and you can bring the floor closer toward you instead of trying to get down to it. Very nice. So if you want, you all have that left hand that's pressing flat down on your mat. That hand can reach straight up into the sky, or it can fold behind your back. Up to you. Beautiful. If you want a little bit more and your core is tight, everything is feeling good, you can take that left leg and stretch that left leg straight out to the side as well. Always options, and they're only options. Bring that left hand down to your mat. Pull that left leg in if you went for that variation. And then same thing on the other side. Always take your time. Left arm goes out to your side. Lift it up, down and through. Go for that right arm up in the sky or behind your back if you want to. And then go for that right leg out to the side if you want to. When you're ready, bring that right hand back down to your mat. Right leg pulls in. Beautiful, everyone. Back up into your tabletop for just a second. Knees are going to go as wide as your mat. Big toes are going to touch behind you. Sit back onto your heels. And then walk your arms forward into your child's pose. Exhale as you come down. Walk your hands over to the right. Curve out your left. Hands come up to the top of your mat and then walk those hands over to the left. Curve out your right. One more time, hands come up to the top. Nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. Slowly walk your hands back to meet your knees. You're going to shift to one side so you have a seat and bring those legs straight around to the front. One more thing before Shavasana. Nice big inhale. Exhale, fold. So you guys know if you can't get to your toes, big deal. You can use a towel, you can use a strap to wrap around the bottom of your feet. It's not about getting to your toes, and a lot of people compare themselves at this one. It doesn't matter. It's just wherever you're at. If you get your hands to your knees, great. Your ankles, great. Wherever that is for you, just breathe. One more nice big inhale. Exhale, see if you can get down a little bit lower. And then walk your hands up those legs. Come up nice and tall. You're going to move around if you need to, so then you can roll right back down. Take your time. Bless you. And we're going to end class the exact way we started. So close your eyes and get comfortable. Go back to those inhales and exhales we started with. You'll be here for just a minute or two, and then I'm going to bring us all back and we'll finish class together. So until then, all you have to do is stay right there and breathe. Staying right there where you are in your Shavasana. Wiggle out your fingers and wiggle out your toes. Gently roll your head side to side. Just adding in a little bit of movement. And then you guys have options on how you want to finish class. 1, you can stay exactly where you are if you want to do that. 2, you can roll to your side in that fetal position and you're welcome to stay there. Or 3, you can press yourself up to a comfortable seat of your choice. All of them are just fine. So whatever feels good for you. Whenever you get to where you want to be, if your eyes open, just close them together again. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer, and we'll do one final inhale and exhale together. Inhale, exhale. I truly believe we only keep what we have by giving it away, and we all have so much. And by that, I mean a kind word, patience, a second chance. If you give any of that away, you will get it back, and you will get it back today. With that, I take my forehead and I bow it to my fingertips. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Very nice, gentle practice this morning. I hope you enjoyed it, because it's not going to be that way next week. Thank you guys very much. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful week until I see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.